Ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. So in this episode, we're going to be going over the crypto markets. We're going to be talking about specific altcoins moving up and talk about exactly why we are now back at a $2 trillion market cap and what's been impacting the price of Bitcoin. Furthermore, later on in this video, we're going to be going over whether or not this could be a major bull trap or if this is good, healthy growth towards the upside. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to drop a like down below if you guys have been enjoying this content down below. And before we get started with the market cap update, today's video was sponsored to us by FTX. So the Super Bowl is coming up soon and FTX has decided to give away over $1 million+ in Bitcoin. The amount of Bitcoin that's going to be given away is going to be dependent on what time the commercial for FTX gets aired on the Super Bowl. So as an example, if FTX airs their commercial at 9:45 p.m., they're going to give away 9.45 Bitcoin to the people. So doing some quick math, 9.45 times 43,000 is going to be about a $406,000 amount in Bitcoin. Not only that, but FTX has some of the lowest trading fees within the crypto markets. If you're trying to buy Bitcoin alongside other altcoins and you're trying to get the best deal possible, check out the link down below. Make sure you have the app before the Super Bowl starts so one of you guys can have an opportunity to win some of that huge amount of Bitcoin that they're giving away for the Super Bowl. Now, with all that being said, let's hop into the computer and see what is going on for today. So the global crypto market cap for today is sitting at $2 trillion or a 0.35% decrease over the last day. Now, we got to look at the crypto fear and greed index because boy, oh boy, have I not been so excited to see a little bit of yellow on this barometer right here. We've been seeing extreme fear and overall fear happening within the past few months. It seems like we have not seen any type of color outside of red in just such a long period of time. So even on a day like today where we're seeing neutral, this is actually coming from the surge that we've been experiencing over this weekend with the entire crypto market. So most of you guys should already know how volatile this space is going to be, and with the sentiment being as low as it was the past few weeks, we're finally now getting a little bit of life into the market. So a lot of this is going to start with Bitcoin, and even last night we saw Bitcoin hitting $45,296. Taking a look at some additional margin data for Bitcoin over the last 7 days, you'll notice that short positions have been getting liquidated, and if we go here and see that shorts have been going down a little bit, and if we go down towards this graph right here, taking a look at the shorts and Bitcoin interest rate data, you'll notice that overall shorts, while they have been piling up for the month of February, we have finally been seeing them getting liquidated, resulting in shorter, smaller short squeezes that have also been impacting and helping the price of Bitcoin go up. With that being said, it is so important for us to focus on basics, which is going to come down to the 20-day moving average and the 50-day. Clearly, Bitcoin is well above that 20-day moving average, which was at $39,878, and Bitcoin is currently at $44,116 at the time of filming this video. A huge level for us to get reconfirmation in this market on whether or not we could see another bull run moving towards a new all-time high is going to come from that 50-day moving average sitting at $44,865. Now, if you guys did remember my last upload that I had on this channel, I did talk about my predictions on this market, and I talked about how we would be more in this kangaroo zone. We'd be jumping up and down, and finally we have been seeing that upside. I think right now, even though it is great to see green in the market, I wouldn't get a little too crazy right now because we do need to see a bit more confirmation before we can guarantee that we are going to have an amazing end to the year. I also mentioned towards the end of that video what I think is going to happen. Right now, February, what I'm hoping for is a really green month. Now, although I can't predict the future, just based on what we're seeing right now with the speculative markets, we're seeing different industries making acquisitions that you never would have thought before. Even recently, we had Spirit obtain a Frontier, and it looks like a lot of companies are still proactively moving forward this year. I do think February could be a great month for crypto and other stock markets, but I'm still very wary about what's going to happen in March. March 15th and 16th is going to be the next FOMC meeting, and prior to the week leading up to that, we always see volatility in the markets. If you want to play on the more safer side and you are over leveraged into the market, just make sure that you are prepared for March, which I think is going to be a huge determining factor on where we're going to head for the rest of this year. Now, obviously, I would still prefer this entire crypto market to be green. It would be amazing for us to see Bitcoin just getting that steam back and moving forward. When it comes to cryptocurrency, you have to ask yourself what causes Bitcoin to go up and down? What causes altcoins to really drive their price? With crypto, it's simple. A lot of this is based on human emotions, how the general public and how the institutions feel about the market. This is why using metrics such as the crypto fear and greed index is so important because it helps us gauge how the general velocity of people feel during this time. When we start getting neutral to even greedy sentiment in the market, we'll definitely be seeing other cryptos rolling and moving forward like we saw within the past few months before January hit. What's really crazy to think about is just a few Mondays back, Bitcoin was sitting at a low of under $33,000. And even just a few weeks later, we've added a lot of money to that with Bitcoin sitting at $44,000 today. Keep in mind, we are expecting to hear additional news about regulation this coming month as well, coming from an executive order from the Biden administration on what may happen in the crypto world. In one of my last videos, we talked about the benefits of regulation and how that could positively affect us. And it looks like right now we're getting additional word that the regulation may even go towards stable coins and other central bank cryptocurrencies. As soon as we get additional word and confirmation on what's going to happen next, I'll be breaking that down on my channel for you guys to understand easily and know what kind of moves to prepare for next. All right, guys, with that being said, Ethereum, something we do have to talk about because it did break out of that $3,000 price target, which is a pretty remarkable thing to see, only because we were under that for so long, and a lot of the sentiment towards Ethereum has not been too great either. Taking a look at DeFi Llama and seeing the amount of money that is stored within Ethereum compared to all the other cryptocurrencies, you'll notice that there's still a huge part of the ecosystem. Now, although Ethereum may not have the biggest upside within the market, if we do continue to make a rampage and Bitcoin approaches those near all-time highs we experienced just a few months back, and Ethereum at $7,000 to $8,000 plus is still very possible. Taking a look at the last 1 year on the charts, you'll notice that even if you had invested and just hodled through all the dips, you would still be up on your investment where it was sitting at $1,800 just a year before. Now, if we do remember that Ethereum was closely approaching that $5,000 price target and that new all-time high, I do think there's always a possibility for us to revisit those levels. The adoption of cryptocurrency has been extraordinary. Even within the last few days, which we'll cover in this video, we've been getting more and more backing, VC investments, and a lot of companies turning over into crypto. One pretty interesting news that came out just yesterday was that KPMG Canada, one of the big four accounting firms, went ahead and added crypto to its balance sheet. Now, although the accounting firm's amount of Bitcoin is undisclosed, I think just showing us that an established company like this that has loops and ties with a lot of the Fortune 500 companies that they tend to work with in the B2B service, they are doing the right move. They are making that evolution happen, and they are supporting the backing of crypto and where we see this industry headed next. They state, KPMG in Canada is bullish on crypto assets. We believe they are here to stay and will consider other innovative investment opportunities in the future. They also noted, we've invested in a strong crypto assets practice and we will continue to enhance and build on our capabilities across DeFi, non-fungible tokens, and the metaverse, to name a few. So KPMG went ahead and joined the ranks of MicroStrategy, who also recently bought even more Bitcoin as well, alongside Tesla and then payment firm Square. Alongside of some of those OGs, we actually went ahead and saw Cash App, which announced the Lightning Network, which is now available on their app, and it's going to be the fastest and free way to pay anyone in Bitcoin as well. So most recently, I actually had my Venmo locked for no apparent reason. Just logged in, tried to Venmo my friend some money for food that they bought, and it wouldn't let me go through. So as an alternative, I went ahead, logged into Cash App, started playing around, and noticed, hey, this might be a great time to mention this in the video too, but they have their Lightning Network. The whole point of crypto that many people forget is the earlier stage of innovation. It was peer-to-peer transactions. It was what Bitcoin was created and founded upon. Just as a reminder, because we can get lost in all the altcoins, metaverse, and different projects out here, but remember this: Bitcoin uses peer-to-peer technology to operate with no central authority or banks. Venmo and all these intermediaries are the ones that could say anytime, hey Brian, your account is frozen for no reason. We have technology like this, and we are getting accessibility from companies that make it a lot easier, like Cash App. So I encourage you guys, if you're trying to help the innovation of crypto, instead of Venmoing someone, check out Cash App and use a Lightning Network where you can send someone Bitcoin and they can put it back into their account, and we really start utilizing Bitcoin as a form of currency. Now, with all that being said, a lot of other stuff has been happening within the markets. What you'll notice immediately down here, XRP, it's a little bit higher on the list. They were down below, squatting under the booty of Solana and Cardano, but they have been jumping up ranks, and this actually happened for one particular reason. So XRP and Ripple has probably one of the strongest communities within the crypto game since they've been going through the regulation lawsuit, and a lot of investors have not been too sure of what's going on. We finally got word that XRP is closing in on some more further developments within the market. So this article here, starting on CoinDesk, talks about XRP's climb of 22% with the SEC and Ripple case. Scrolling down, they state, positive SEC's lawsuit proceedings. XRP's advance comes after U.S. District Judge Anilisa Torres definitely butchered that name, of the Southern District of New York ruled that sealed documents in Ripple's court battle with the SEC over whether the token was issued and sold as an unregistered security should be open. Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alderoty definitely butcher that one too. Explain the document's significance in a press statement. They will show that in 2012, Ripple received a legal analysis that XRP was not an investment contract. Alderoty said, adding that the company will look forward to the public having access to these documents as we continue to vigorously defend this case. Now, they state here, some analysts say these developments suggest that the case is finally coming to an end, which would cause further appreciation in XRP's price. They quote, "We've seen in tech history that no matter the result of the trial, verdict, or closed door agreement, supporters regularly see the ending of a legal battle as a bullish sign." They also state this increase could be the beginning of a bullish period for XRP if indeed the long-lasting trial comes to an end in the upcoming months. Now, with that being said, XRP is now number 6 ranked on coinmarketcap.com alongside Tether, USD Coin, BNB, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Right here with the 2 stablecoins, I do think they are going to be holding their spot, but if Bitcoin does continue to rally, we're going to be seeing a lot of that money exit the stablecoins and going back into alts, thus pushing the market even higher. Scrolling down, we did get a lot of amazing green happening within the market. You'll notice that Cardano was up 8%, Terra Luna's up 11% in the last week. And then right here with Avalanche, you'll notice that within the top 12 cryptocurrencies, they're about double in the last 7 days. So the reason for that is if we go into DeFi Llama, you'll actually notice that Avalanche had a very quick bump and they've been having a swift recovery in the amount of value locked within their protocol. You'll notice that even within the last 7 days, we were seeing 18%, 19%, 25%, 22%, and a lot of volume going into their main projects. Let's compare Avalanche as an example to Solana. We aren't seeing that huge bounce within the TVL, and if we go to the last 7 days, we're not seeing all around the consistent board with green as well. So scrolling down, you'll notice that even Shiba Inu is up 44%. Now, you guys know my thoughts on cryptocurrencies that are related to meme tokens or could even be classified within that category. I know many Shiba Inu holders will say,
"Brian, it is not a meme coin. Please do not say that. We are much more sophisticated than that."
I'm just going to say this. I personally would not be investing large bags into it, but it doesn't mean you can't make money. A lot of people became millionaires from Shiba Inu. It was one of the top grossing cryptocurrency in terms of returns over the past year with the amount of traction we saw. I just want to say that there are much better projects in terms of utility and roadmap and backing that we can see. So if you guys have not watched my top cryptos to invest in video for this year yet, make sure you guys do that at the end of this video just to get my mindset and my plays, what I plan to do in order to stay protected and maximize the amount of money that I can also make in this market today. Scrolling down, we are still seeing a lot of green over the last 7 days. If you guys did buy up the dip, you would be up on your investment. And then we also got this one guy who seemed to have snuck himself up onto the top 50, the Onus said Leo, which is up 77% in the last 7 days. So if you don't know what Onus said Leo is, they say this is a utility token that's used across the iFinex ecosystem, and the unusual name is based on a Latin citation from one of Aesop's fables. This cryptocurrency here allows Bitfinex users to save money on trading fees, and the extent of the discount depends on how much Leo that the customer has in their account. So if we click on their website that is linked on CoinMarketCap, it automatically goes to Bitfinex. And if we go into the white paper, we're also going to be seeing the legal fine print on the products and services where they state on their front page, tokens will not be offered or sold in the US or to US persons and other prohibited persons. If you're wondering why this happens to be the case, we do have many exchanges that have to walk a very thin line within different neighboring countries. If you take as an example, Binance has many different branches of Binance. They have Binance.com and then they have Binance.us. When you have different regulations with countries and how they feel about cryptocurrency with many different opinions, oftentimes this is where you're going to see different exchanges making new rules or having these type of disclaimers to make sure that they are not crossing any lines with the government as well. This is why regulation is going to be important when you see a country like El Salvador who has created Bitcoin as legal tender versus other countries where they have flat out banned it, like we've seen China trying to do with Bitcoin miners. South Korea is heavily regulated with crypto too. This is still considered to be a much more speculative asset class, even though we've heard the term that Bitcoin has still been comparable to digital gold. I do think that in the near future, very soon, especially this year, a lot of that is going to change, and this is why you need to be proactive about where you're placing your bets. On top of that, Axie Infinity did have a little bit of a pump. They are back up to $65. If we go into other metaverse related tokens, you'll notice that Gala Games, they're up up 65%. So this is another crypto that we've talked about within the jungle, within our Discord community, and also on this YouTube channel as well. The reason why Gala has gone up in price significantly is because they went ahead and had a ton of money, decided to allocate it into the NFT as well. So in this article, they state Gala Games confirmed Monday it will allocate $5 billion to further its NFT ambitions in the coming year, split between gaming, music, movies, and theme park NFTs. The Gala Games token has a fully diluted valuation of $16.73 billion with about 15% of its current circulating supply. In addition to that, Gala Games went ahead and launched a $100 million blockchain gaming fund with crypto investment firm C2 Ventures on investment in game developers and projects building on top of the blockchain. Taking a look at the all-time highs, you'll see how quick they bounced out of this hole right about here, sitting at now 33 cents, but still not too close to the previous all-time high of where they even almost hit $1 during that crazy metaverse pump. In addition to that, we also got news that Polygon went ahead and raised $450 million from Sequoia, SoftBank, Galaxy, Tiger, and Republic Capital. Now, these are some big names, including SoftBank, which has also been in the news lately. Going into the price action of Polygon, you'll notice that even though it has been a rough 1 year, they're still up on their investment, starting at 11 cents just earlier in 2021 and currently sitting at $1.93. Going into the all-time high, we've been seeing a lot of other cryptos get wrecked more than this, and it looks like they're still making some progress and have been doing a decent job at least just staying afloat amidst all of the negativity and the price action that we've been seeing happening in the market. So to wrap this video up, where are we with the current state of the market, and what are some of the moves that you should be doing now as an investor? Well, we mentioned this a few times before, and anytime we see mass red in the market, dollar cost averaging slowly into fundamentally sound projects are always going to outweigh any trader who is trying to gamble their way into these markets. Yes, using technical indicators to get a gauge of better floors, better support, better entry points are always going to give you an advantage within this market. At the same time, when you get unforeseen news happening, like spontaneously Elon Musk, even last year saying, okay, Tesla's not going to accept Bitcoin, and then we see the market crash, or we get, a handful of Illuminati whales getting together and saying, you know what, let's take out all of our crypto. There are things that TA will not be able to protect investors from unless you have set up predetermined stop losses within those accounts. I think using a variety of different indicators is going to help you right now in the climate that we're in. Taking a look at upcoming dates, seeing the funding that we have, even other resources online, looking at on-chain metrics is going to give us the best edge that we can. So going back to my screen, just wanted to show you guys one thing. This right here is an amazing trading view analysis that came up earlier today, and it's showing the separation between Bitcoin and USDT and what we saw happen before in the past. So what you'll notice here within this graph is a correlation between the amount of money going into USD Tether or any stablecoin and Bitcoin. So when we saw Bitcoin riding up in price, you'll notice that stablecoins were losing a lot of that money. They were getting pushed down lower and lower in that market cap. There was a point where both of these lines almost touched, where Bitcoin was at $28,000 and stablecoins were at an almost all-time high. We are now seeing a similar effect within these two lines right here, where Bitcoin had touched $32,000 and Tether was at a near all-time high with the amount of money funded from this past year. If we can continue to see money leaving stablecoins, that is also going to be another indicator of seeing the upside with Bitcoin, where even last time we had this effect happen, we saw Bitcoin breaking those all-time highs. So with even more innovation and backing and clear regulations announced this year, why are we going to get less price action or less movement happening in the market compared to what we saw last year? Well, that is a question that many people have, and I think for this year, I'd be very surprised if we were not going to see any type of new all-time high getting broken with some of these altcoins, and even with Bitcoin too, which has a very strong chance with all the amount of money that we're still seeing entering these markets. I do also want to mention that the 2-year US Treasury is still going up in price, and we're seeing a lot of institutions making that rotation in as well. But I do think when the market is flat, like we've seen within the past few months, this always builds up that hunger. This usually tends to build up that hunger within a lot of the major investors, and once we do get that green light, I do think we could see a lot of strong momentum to the upside. The way I tend to look at it is, even within the past few months, with people who started to lose interest within crypto, those are going to be your paper handers. Those are going to be the individuals who said, I'm all about it, but as soon as things get bad, I'm out of here. And those are the people that you don't want to continue building this growth with. I believe within the past few weeks, especially the overall start to the 2021 year, we've been having very strong hands entering and accumulating these positions. And once we have that foundation and we get rid of that crazy leverage we saw, now we can start building on those new fundamentals, trying to reach those all-time highs once again. So definitely let me know your thoughts on the market down below in the comment section. If you guys are watching this all the way till the end, don't forget to comment down below relief. Comment down below relief if you guys are watching this right here. Thank you all so much again for watching this video. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitter and on Instagram. Link down below in the description. There are a ton of fake accounts impersonating me, so I'm going to give you a warning. When you follow me on Instagram, you're going to get a lot of fake Brian Junks following you, DMing you about trades. Do not fall for it. It is most likely not going to be me. It is also still very early on in the month of February, and if you guys are looking for an amazing crypto community to be a part of, we've been doing a full revamp and welcoming many new members in. We were sold out for the month of January, and I went ahead and opened a ton of spots for you guys to join right now. Take a look. You guys will be able to follow my trades, see my portfolio, and also get access to an elite group of traders, analysts, where we're going to be keeping you up to date with regards to everything you need to know in the crypto market. Now, with all that being said, thank you all so much again for watching this video, and until next time, have a great day.